Hello, everybody! Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. How's everyone doing on a lovely, napaka-init Saturday afternoon? Ako po si Riza Diaz and welcome to this week's edition of the Chasedown. We'd like to welcome our ka-chasers that are joining us from their homes kasi nga tayo syempre under quarantine protocols pa rin, but nevertheless, we have so many stories to bring you. I'll start off with, of course, the ever good-looking na parang Hollywood star as always. Alam niya na siya, no? Mr. Abba Cordero, how are you?
Wow, good afternoon. Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Naalala ko tuloy yung sinabi ni Jerry Ramos a couple of weeks ago na malapit na ang Pasko. Nararamdaman ko na actually dahil pag-pauwi ako galing dito sa Manila, nakikita ko yung kalye sa Maynila, nilagyan na nila ng Christmas lights yung daan. Parang airport runway, ang ganda-ganda sa gabi.
Oh, that is so nice. Si Jerry ang magbibigay sa atin ng ating Christmas countdown. And as much as he's rooting for the Boston Celtics that's already in a deep 0-2, I hope you're doing good, Jerry. How are you?
Hello, Riza. Hello, mga ka-chasers. Tama ka, Abak. 96 days na lang at Pasko na.
Aba?
Oo. At 21 days, exactly 21 days bago magsimula ang PBA sa resumption ng kanilang 45th season. Pero sa atin dito, wala nang countdown dahil ngayon mismo bibigyan natin sila ng pasabog at mga tsikahan tungkol sa mundo ng palakasan. Riza,
that is true. We are going to bring you the latest in sports, not only from here, but also abroad, and looking nice in his Major League Baseball gear from the Yankees. Grabe naman. We got Waylon Galvez. Waylon, what's up?
What's up, Riza, mga ka-chasers? Nako, sabi nga ni paring Jerry, hindi lang basketball. Sagot namin lahat ng sports. Kita niyo naman, dahil luhaan ang Boston ko, kaya ang muna ako mag-cheer dahil tinalo ang Red Sox kanina.
Umiwalag ka na.
Mga ka-chasers, sagot namin ang kwentuhan, balitaktakan sa mundo ng sports.
Baligbing.
Pilipinas, kundi sa ibang bansa. Tuto kayo 30 minutes. 2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours. Grabe. Sobrang punong-puno ang ating shows dahil napakarami nating bisita. And completing our cast for this week is, of course, Zaldi Perez. Zaldi, how are you?
Oh, well, I'm very fine. Pero katulad na sinabi mo, baliktad eh. Sabi mo, ang init-init dito sa amin ay kasalukuyang umulan at kumukulog at saka kumikidlat. Yan ang mga keywords eh. Ang keywords mo, mainit. Kaya Cordero naman about Christmas, si Jerry, yung countdown, at si Welo naman ay yung luhaan. Pero dito po sa Chasedown, sa loob ng 2 oras, wala po yung luhaan. At puro Christmas lamang at saka puro masaya po tayo. Kaya ang tabayanan po ninyo, yung sinasabi ni Jerry na pasabog, ibibigay namin po sa inyo yan. At yan, huwag po kayong bibitaw sa loob ng 2 oras na magkakasama tayo dito sa The Chasedown.
Isang masayang kwentuhan, balitaktakan at balitaan ang aming hatid sa inyo dito syempre sa paborito nyong hangout tuwing Saturday afternoon. Kaya ako po si Riza Diaz kasama ating mga chasers. Let's welcome all our viewers that are watching, of course, via PBA Rush and via Facebook stream. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Chasedown. We are so happy that you guys can join us. And as early as now, maraming salamat because you guys can be elsewhere watching something else, pero kasama namin kayo. Thank you. Mamaya, babati tayo sa mga viewers natin. Pero pasadahan muna natin ng mabilis itong mga napaka-iinit nating mga balita na talagang nasagap sa nakaraang na linggo. The week has been full of sports news. And we'd like to kick off with our headlines. Starting off with some good news for PBA fans out there like you and me. Tuloy na po ang bubble ng PBA and it will happen in Clark. We'll tell you more about it in a bit.
And ako naman, players ng UST, sina Mark Nonoy at Deo Cuajao, umalis na rin sa Espanya, lumipat sa top, joining the De La Salle Green Archers. Pag-usapan natin mamaya.
Yan, at Denver Nuggets, tuloy pa rin daw ang Cinderella run sa NBA playoffs. Aba, ay tingnan natin.
Ito, medyo malungkot na balita, no? Alapag family, lumipad na o lilipat na sa US for good. Mamaya rin yan.
Oo nga.
Ito, medyo good news. Kasi ang local boxing, balik na this month. Isa dyan, yung boxing promotions o mega boxing promotions. 4 na laban by the end of the month. Mamaya, malalaman natin ang detalye niyan.
Nice. And also in the show later today, nakakasama natin ang ating mga bisita. We have one that is a familiar face to us dahil dati na rin siyang nag-coach sa PBA. Pero we are going to tap with him to find out the latest with his team. And of course, the UAAP coach Derrick Pumaren will be joining us later. At makakasama rin natin para makabalita tayo sa kanilang kupunan pasok sa PBA bubble. The head coach for Terra Firma. Tama ba yun? Terra Firma Dyip na si Coach Johnedel Cardel will be joining us. So, antabayanan ninyo ang ating mga bisita for this afternoon's show. Pero, pag muna natin, fellas, ang nalalapit ng pagbubukas muli ng PBA. This bubble that has been, of course, in the works for so many months now, and finally, it is happening. Finally, we have secured a date. October 9, magsisimula na ang laro. Pero let me just clarify, pag-usapan muna natin to. Prior to the start of the bubble in itself, which is, or rather the season, resuming in itself on October 9, magsisimula muna ang mga scrimmages. So mas maaga silang papasok sa sinasabing bubble na ito. Would you like to enlighten me with that?
Sino?
Aba?
Yes. Ano ba ang katanungan, kompanyero?
So, papasok sila ng mas maaga prior to October 9 opening.
Yes, kasi kaya ng ginawa ng NBA, they have to have this period of quarantine and testing yata, I believe, is doon na rin nila mismo gagawin within the ball. So, kailangan nilang if they plan to launch the games on October 9, they have to be there at least 10 or 2 weeks before, 10 days or 2 weeks before.
And then we're of course anticipating all of the teams to be joining the bubble as early as a week perhaps before October 9 so they can customize themselves. And likewise yung mga scrimmages prior to sa pagbubukas talaga muli, the resumption of games. Jerry, can you enlighten us kung bakit napili ang Clark? Anong sinabi nila? Kasi maraming mga floating na areas prior to this. Bakit Clark yung napiling venue?
Yes, kasi yung Clark ang nabanggit nila PBA Board Chairman Ricky Vargas. It's a city on its own, no? So maraming pwedeng pagkaabalahan yung mga players during their stay there. Nangako na rin yung BCDA that they will provide mga amenities inside the bubble. Siyempre may mga golf courses dyan. Familiar si Waylon at si Abak dyan. Maglalagay din ng mga bilyaran, table tennis, at may mga aqua sports pa silang pwedeng gawin dyan. And even a tour of Clark City on its own, pwede rin gawin kasi parang nasa bubble ka pa rin yan. Kumbaga, may sariling sasakyan, pwede kayong mag-tour around the city. So, maraming pwedeng gawin habang nakakulong sila doon for the next 2 months. At least hindi maiinip, hindi yung boredom hindi nila iisipin, at syempre yung mental stress nga, no? Dahil biro mo, 2 months nasa loob ka lang ng hotel, tapos maglalaro ka, practice, ganun lang. So, isa yon sa mga naging factors why they chose tungang New Clark City.
And I believe, Jerry, sa laki ng contingent na papasok dito sa bubble na to, it's Clark that can accommodate them best, di ba? Dahil sa dami niyan, can you just imagine how many teams and how many players in each, including, of course, the essential staff that they needed to bring?
Yes, ang initial ni Commissioner Marshall is 350 sa teams and PBA personnel. Wala pa yung TV coverer dyan. So most likely mga around 500 persons ang kailangan nandyan sa loob ng bubble.
Right. Well, this isn't confirmed news yet as for the TV coverage na tayo ngang syempre nag-cover through One Sports. But I'm hearing stuff that perhaps the coverage will be done off tube. Yung tinatawag nilang, the anchors are not physically present there, but we have cameras just so we could minimize, again, yung mga taong pumapasok sa bubble, di ba? But
Yes.
The coverage, I heard, can you confirm on this, perhaps, Waylon? Did they say we are going to play at least 2 doubleheaders in one day?
Reese, actually, nabanggit na ni Commissioner Marshall yan even before eh. I guess they're still finalizing with regards dun sa details ng 2 games a day. Kasi I think ang finalize muna ng PBA board is yung to identify the bubble kung saan ba. And now na na-identify na ng PBA kung saan nila gusto maglaro, it's time for them naman kung ano yung mga nitty-gritty ng mga paano magre-resume yung conference, anong format. I think na-mention na ni Commissioner yan na they'll do the same format. Pero yung games, as you mentioned, gano'n na nga, no? Mukhang kasi ang target is to finish in 2 months eh. So magiging magkaroon dalawang games pa rin sa isang araw, pero baka dagdagan instead of 4 games tayo in a week. Like, 3 playing days tayo in a week. Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Baka yun, madagdagan yung playing days ng PBA when it resumes, Riza.
Right. So, as to TV coverage, malamang naman, ihahatid natin ang mga laro na yan through One Sports. Pero I just want to ask also for the media that are covering the games. Jerry, being the president of the PBA Press Corps, what is na-discuss ba yung setup kung paano ang ating mga mamamahayag? Paano tayo makakakuha ng balita?
Yes, Riza, nag-usap kami ni Commissioner Marshall dyan. Initially, we were planning to have at least 10 members of the media to cover the games. But unfortunately, dahil sa cost at saka siyempre, kailangan ilimit din natin yung numbers ng mga taong pupunta dyan. Naging 5 na lang yung members of the media na i-allow ng PBA to cover the games.
Okay, kasama ka ba doon? Papasok ka ba?
Ano ba yun? Unfortunately pa. Fortunately. Yes. Pupunta tayo dyan.
Oh, that is good news. Hindi naman it's not going to be easy, but that's going to be good news para sa atin, lalo na sa the Chasedown, kasi meron tayong first-hand information with Jerry Ramos. Now, there will be protocols that will be strictly observed inside the bubble dahil nga this is to ensure the safety and the health of the ones that will be inside it. Perhaps, Zaldi, can you enlighten us dun sa mga nasabing protocols? May balita tayo. A violation could mean 100,000 pesos daw in fines and perhaps suspensions?
Yes, nalabas na yan. Actually, talagang yan ang sinabi ni Commissioner Willie Marshall na ang lalabag ng mga players sa protocol ay papatawan ng tumataginting na 100 pesos na fine, at hindi lamang fine, kundi hindi pa rin siya mabibigyan ng 1 month salary. At sususpindihin siya ng 5 games. At yun ay paiiralin and doon sa susunod na conference. 5 games yan. Ngayon, ang basis para dito ay kung ikaw ay nag-positive at yung lumabag ka doon sa protocol naman, marami pa rin mga katanungan. Katulad nung sinasabi ko nga na kung halimbawa nga, wag naman mangyari, magkaroon ng isang player man lamang na nag-positive. Ang tanong ngayon dyan ay magkakaroon ba ng postponement ng games? Ayan. Ilang araw na magkakaroon ng quarantine at saka yung para maka-check lahat yung ika nga ay nakasalamuhan ng player at kung itutuloy ba ang mga laro. Ayan. Marami pa rin mga dapat na tatanungin natin. Although, yan, parang nakikita natin ni Risa na yan yung mga sinasabi natin ng mga hindi naman ang gaganap, kundi parang inaabangan lamang natin na kung baka sakali ay mangyari, dapat meron ng talagang formal o legal na plano ang PBA para yan ay madaling ma-check. Dahil hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari, although sabihin natin na yan ay nakapattern after the NBA, hindi pa rin natin makikita kung talagang perfect yan hanggat hindi pa nagsisimula ng laro. Pero ika nga, panalangin natin, marami na nag-aabang dyan, marami na nakakamiss sa PBA. Sana ay pag dumating yung araw na magsisimula na ang laro, ay hindi magkaroon ng problema at magtuloy-tuloy yan katulad ng NBA.
Well, let's just clarify for the fine that they said will be imposed sa mga mag-violate ng protocols. It's as much as 100,000 ang sinasabing posibleng maging fine. And then the list of protocols and then the rules will update na lang. Kasi alam natin, there's still in the process, di ba, of having, collecting all of these things na kailangan nga nilang mailatag prior to the start of the season. Do we have let's say reactions from the players what they felt when the news came out na magsisimula na? I saw on social media a lot of the players are posting and they're saying, we're back, they're very excited. But I also heard from personal friends of mine na naglalaro sa PBA and also are with their families at the same time, as much as they're very happy that the PBA is starting. Meron sa kanila syempre medyo may dalang lungkot because they will be away from their families for 2 months. And syempre, palapit na palapit yung Kapaskuhan and they're hoping na makabalik sa kanilang mga pamilya soon enough. Do we have any other information as to how players feel about it? Waylon, may mga nakausap ka ba?
Isa sa nakausap natin, Riza, nung the day na in-announce ng PBA yung pag-restart ng conference or yung season, si James Yap. Kagad natin siyang tinawagan kasi nag-follow up tayo sa kanya about the swab test. Tuloy kahapon siya nagpa-swab test for him to rejoin yung practice ng Rain or Shine. And syempre, he's excited finally matutuloy na. Kaya din nga siya umuwi, pabalik dito sa Pilipinas from Italy. Yun na nga, kasi balik trabaho na ang players, ang PBA. Balik ensayo, and ito na, balik PBA na. Isa din, excited. Pero na-mention mo, Risa, medyo may konting lungkot dahil mahihiwalay sa pamilya ng 2 months. Yung 2 months na yun, parang halos Pasko na eh. Isa dyan, congratulate natin si L.A. Tenorio. Nanganak na yung wife niya, I think, kanina or parang kagabi.
Kahapon, yeah.
So congratulations sa mag-asawang Tenorio. Yun ang ni L.A. malamang. Mamimiss niya yung bagong baby nila. Pero ganun pa man, balik PBA na. Trabaho ng players yan. So, konting sakripisyo, Lisa.
That's true. The players remaining to be very professional as they are, di ba? Kaya yung sakripisyo na malayo sa kanilang mga pamilya ay kailangan nilang gampanan yung kanilang role naman as professional athletes. Jerry, how about you? May mga narinig ka ba?
Sa mga players, so far wala. Lahat positive. Yung mga post nga nila sa mga social media account nila, puro
Positive sa ano
yes,
eh.
puro welcome back.
Winawi mo.
Ganun, mismong si
Oh.
Calvin Abueva nag-post din, no? Sabi niya, the comeback is real.
Tama.
So,
Mm.
it's a good reaction sa part ng mga players. Na dapat
Okay.
naman.
You brought that up, yung kay Calvin Abueva. He kind of like gave out a teaser of some sort via social media kasi sinabi nga niyang the comeback is real. Do we actually have confirmation sa kung sino yung mga makikita natin pabalik and the ones that won't be able to join? Because we also know prior to the season, meron tayong mga players na may mga iniinda pang injuries. Makakasama kaya sila sa bubble? Do we have any idea? Let's say the likes of Junmar Fajardo, will he be able to join? Any information on these guys?
Ako, Riz, tingin ko yung mga may injuries, yung katulad ni John Pardo, I don't think kailangan sila sa bubble dahil ang per team is allowed just 25 personnels. Kasama na yung coaching staff dyan, syempre yung utilities. So, very limited ang allowed na personnel sa bawat team. So, I don't think kung may injury ka at hindi ka rin naman makakalaro sa loob ng bubble, might as well na maiwan ka na lang muna at magpagaling.
Okay, so I assume the roster is not yet finalized as to kung sino ang papasok at hindi. Abak?
Yes, of course. By this time naman, they already have an idea who will be in the team, who's healthy and who's not. But before we go on, may gusto lang ako idagdag, Riza, no? On the choice of Clark. One thing that played a very important role in the decision is the presence of medical facilities in Clark, it being a former air base. May kompleto dyan, mayroong hospital dyan. In fact, sa pandemic, mayroong testing centers dyan. Yun ang malaking naging factor sa PBA. In fact, also, I think the management has given the PBA a very generous offer when it comes to testing. In fact, parang short of libre na nga yata ang testing. So malaking factor yung the presence of these medical facilities sa loob ng Clark.
Thank you, Abak. And that's a great point. Other than the facilities offering, various recreational activities for the players, not to feel as, as homesick or bored. And at the same time, it can accommodate, of course, the number of contingent that is coming inside the bubble. Yung kanilang medical facilities din would be top-notch. Na talaga namang tama si Abak, very important for our players. Pero syempre, let's remind everyone, bawal ang fans, 'di ba? Yan ang wala pa rin tayong indoor fans. PBA fans like you and me can watch via TV. Meron ba tayong balita if we'll have the same with the NBA? Zaldi, meron man nabanggit na may virtual fans, ganyan?
So far ang doon sa huling pakikipag-usap natin kay Commissioner Willie Marshall, talagang ito namang PBA bubble ay naka-pattern dito sa NBA bubble. Ang problema nga lamang kasi mas alam mo, let's face it, mas advanced ang NBA pagdating sa mga technologies. So isang question din siguro yan kung makakaya ng TV coverer na gawin yung katulad doon sa PBA. At ang isa pang nakikita ding problema dito sa NBA bubble ay sapagkat ibibilit sa tatlong hotel yata itong mga players dito sa Quest Hotel, Mimosa, sa Clark, at tapos gagawin ang laro sa Angeles University Foundation Gym, which is probably mga 10 minutes ride daw mula doon sa paglalaruan nila doon sa Angeles University Foundation. So, bukod doon sa paglalaruan at saka doon sa mga hotel na tutuloy ng mga player, ang isang nakikita dapat tayo din dito ay siyempre yung mga hotel, hindi ba? At dyan, mas maselan yan dahil dyan magpapahinga yung mga players, dapat siguro i-check din kung yung mga a-attend sa kanilang yung mga personnel ng hotel ay 2 months ding mag-i-stay at para nakabubble din sila. Risa?
Okay, we'll get more info again on us to how they will be implementing those protocols pagdating sa accommodations. But that's a good point kasi talagang kailangan ma-ensure ng PBA na it's almost point A to point B and back and forth lamang. It's like practice and then game and then back to the hotel. And then likewise yung kanilang also facilities or rather for food. 'Di ba? Ang dami nito, ang daming athletes ito na kailangan natin. And again, we'll hope that in the next coming weeks we'll get a word from the PBA office para ma-clarify itong mga information na to, and we'll keep our viewers posted sa mga karagdagan pang info. But nevertheless, it is a good development that the PBA is about to resume on October 9. I myself, I'm so excited. Hindi ako makakasama sa bubble, pero that's okay. Mag-aantabay tayo at tututok tayo ng mabuti para dito sa Philippine Cup. Is that what we're still gonna call it? Philippine Cup? Tama ba?
Para pinalitan na nila. Yun yata ang magcha-champion, tatawagin doon na pandemic champion eh.
Sinabi ba?
Tama ba ako, Cherry? Yun yata ang tatawag nila. Parang pandemic champion.
Parang lokohan lang, parang naging lokohan lang naman pare.
Ano naman?
Ay, kaya lang kinaklarify ko nga kay Jerry. Hindi lang ako. Kasi masyado tayo seryoso eh.
Babalikan natin ang mga usapang PBA. Will also touch base with some of the players na syempre nga we'd like to keep updated with. But now our first guest is ready. This is a familiar face for all of us. We've seen him before in the PBA. Bak, would you like to do the honors in introducing our bisita? Naku, isa to sa mga PBA idol natin eh.
Ako ba?
Yes, ikaw!
Ikaw!
Tawag nila. Ang tawag kasi
The
nila
bullet.
sa kanya, Manong.
Oh, Manong.
Manong.
Hindi mo the
Pero
powers, Manong.
ako naman, ang tawag ko lang sa kanya, coach lang.
Oh.
We have here now the new head coach of the De La Salle Green Archers, who is a two-time champion with La Salle. He steered the team to the UAP title in 1988 and 1989. Of course, also a former PBA head coach with Sunkist, Pepsi, Santa Lucia, FedEx, Pure Foods, and TNT. Ibig sabihin niya, when it comes to experience, A1 to, Primera klase to. And also the former head coach of the UE Red Warriors and former head coach of the CEU Scorpions. We have no other than Coach Derrick Pumaren. Coach?
Ay, Manong!
Coach? Ulitin ko.
Di yata tayo natidinig ni Manong eh.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah? Okay.
Yes. Oh,
Hello. Can you hear me?
kumusta? Yeah,
Yes, Coach, we can hear you.
Hello.
Tayo ang hindi natidinig niya.
Coach, can you hear us?
Hello.
Di yata tayo nadidinig ni Coach.
Coach Derrick?
Okay, no.
Wala tayo.
Alright, we'll try to
Here,
fix
guys.
Coach Derrick Pumaren's audio. But again, we would want to welcome also yung mga viewers natin that are very much curious sa kung ano bang nangyari sa college basketball. Kung meron po kayong mga katanungan, pwede niyo pong i-comment dyan sa ating Facebook page para maparating sa atin ang ating mga ka-chasers para matanong natin sa ating bisita. Let's try if Coach Derrick Pumaren can actually hear us now. Coach Derrick, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi, Coach!
Hello.
Manong! Kailangan pa yata ni Manong mag-mic. Testing 1, 2, 3 ah. Hindi pa nag-ano. Wala siyang audio.
Hindi niya tayo nadidinig.
Oo.
But we can hear
Okay,
him.
we'll try again. Try and try until we succeed on Coach Derrick. Kasi napakaganda ng napakaganda ng topic also with Coach Derrick. Them having acquired 2 prize possessions in the upcoming UAAP season. 2 guys from UST. So we'd like to know. Alam niyo, napaka naging controversial noon. Because the first post, naka-mask sila, di ba? The first post, they were like masked, and then people were asking kung sino-sino ba itong mga players ito. But maybe you could enlighten our viewers, bakit mainit ang naging pagtanggap sa dalawang manlalaro na to? Sino ba sina Nonoy at sino ba si Cuajao? Bakit sila ganon katindi yung presence nila? It's causing such impact already even before they see action on the court. Abak, can you tell us more about these players?
Well, number one kasi it's a very hot topic, ano. What happened to UST? Talagang it's become a daily staple sa social media when it comes to UAP fans. Inabangan nila ng inabangan. Sino pa ba ang aalis? Sino pa ba ang mag-stay? Kaya nakatutok lahat It became a big issue na even sa paglipat decision nitong sila Mark Nonoy and si Deo Cuajao going to LaSalle. Lahat ng LaSalle fans, they were so happy that these players landed in their camp because these 2 players can definitely provide the Green Archers the extra push when the next UAP season unfolds. Inaabangan si Nonoy, lalo na si Mark Nonoy, he can provide not only the points but also the excitement inside the court. So welcome development. I'm sure Coach Derrick is very happy with his catch dito sa dalawang players na ito.
Yeah, patuloy nga yung paggalaw ng mga players from UST going to different universities in the UAAP, at meron na rin syempre napapabalita na papunta naman ng NCAA. But let's clarify, should the UAAP and the NCAA season start, these players will still have to serve a certain time of residency? Yes, Waylon?
Yes, Risa, tama, no? I believe parehas na 1-year residency yung kailangan nilang iserve. Pero actually, na-mention na natin last week ito, yung 1 year, for example, sa NCAA, yung 1-year residency, it doesn't mean na isang buong taon hindi ka maglalaro. You just have, yung player na yun, they just have to finish yung 1 school year, which is halimbawa mo kung Letran, yung pumasok doon sila Ren Sabando, si Batelier, and si Paraiso. Kailangan na nila tapusin yung 1 school year, which is equivalent to 2 semesters. So kung matapos sila yun, limbawa, mag-start ang school nila October, matapos nila April or May, June, pwede na silang maglaro. If the 96 start June, pwede na silang lumaro.
Tatong LaSalle Waylon, trimester yata ito
Yes.
Kaya paglalaro niyang dalawa na yan.
Tapusin nila yung 1 school year of 3 semesters. Hindi lang 2 semesters, 3 kailangan para sila maging eligible to play in the UAP.
Ganun ba? Hindi ba yung, sabi mo kasi first semester, kung trimester, di 2 semester lang.
I mean, pare, linawin ko, kung ang school mo 2 semesters, you have to finish 2 semesters.
2 semesters, pero kung trimester,
3 semesters ang tatapusin mo. But if you're kung makuha 4 na semesters ang school year, kailangan mo tapusin 4 semesters.
Okay, malinaw yan. Nandiyan na yan. Nandiyan na si Coach Derrick, si Manong. Baka sakaling meron na tayo communication sa kanya. Ito para mabigyan natin ng linaw ito. Yan, magandang hapon, Coach Derrick.
Magandang hapon sa inyo.
Yung magkaranigan din sa wakas.
Medyo na takbo ko yung internet. Visit na internet.
Kumusta ka naman?
Yes.
Welcome to the Chasedown. We are so happy that you can join us this afternoon. Ako po si Riza Diaz. I know you're very familiar with my colleagues. Zaldi Perez is joining us, Aba Cordero. Jerry Ramos is with us too, and Waylon Galvez. Coach Derrick, kamusta po kayo? First and foremost, naka-quarantine protocol. So, how's it been for the past few months for your household?
Okay naman. Trying to catch up on things, trying to update on other things, lalo na ron. So, may time di ba? So, make use of it.
All right, Coach Derrick, we've been discussing the movement of players nga, no, from UST. And then very recently, you have confirmed the addition to the Green Archers, itong sina Mark Nonoy, and of course, itong si Deo Cuajao. Tell us more about these. Tell us about these movements. Kailan ka nabuo talaga?
Well, it became official last Tuesday, no? Tuesday. So, ang immediate namin is to be able to enroll them this coming first term ng school year 2020 to 21. No? That first term will be on October. So, para ma-establish nga na yun, I heard about yung sinasabi nga ni Abak na yung residency year, no? So, kailangan maka-establish sila ng 3 terms sa amin para maka-eligible sila for season 84.
So, Coach Derrick, the 3 terms is 1 complete school year. You expect them to be suited and to be in action for the Green Archers when?
For season 84. So, that would be next year siguro. Yeah. Season 84 will be September siguro. If things go back to normal.
Okay, season 84 is 2021. Tama po, Coach?
Yes.
Oh, that should be very exciting. Okay, Alapag, do you have questions for Coach Derrick?
Yes, Coach. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Matanong ko lang muna, before we further discuss details about your team. Again, napakainit na issue. Ano po ba naging immediate reaction ninyo nung madinig ninyo itong nangyari sa UST that allegedly mayroong bubble and that again, allegedly they were practicing pero sinasabi naman ngayon the players themselves hindi daw sila nag-iensayo. Ano po naging reaction ninyo dito sa issue na ito?
Well, I was shocked also. I was surprised na di ba medyo delikado that the things were not taken seriously probably, no? Dahil mga bata to and that's why we're still in lockdown right now. Serious tong problem natin. So that was just my initial reaction na the safety first. We could have done that also. In fact, nung mag-lockdown tayo, we had to stop practice right away. Even nandito pa yung teams. And just for the safety ng mga bata.
And of course, never pumasok sa isip niyo to be going on gathering the team even during the pandemic.
No. Well, we were doing lang, ginagawa lang namin is that March 16 yata nag-lockdown tayo, I think if I remember correctly. Pero first week of April, nagkaroon na kami ng Zoom online training just to prepare the team pa rin. Para to give them a shake, things we don't know kasi at that time hanggang kailan So, para hindi naman kami zero pagbalik, we're right there. Probably not in basketball shape, but we will be in shape. So, since April, we've been doing online workout up to present.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Waylon.
Coach Derrick, good afternoon po.
Good afternoon, Raylan.
Ito, medyo controversial pero gusto ko namin po mahingayin yung opinion po ninyo. Regarding po sa pagkaka-suspinde kay Coach Alvin Ayo. As a coach, ano lang po ang opinion nyo sa nangyaring ito?
Well, hard to make a comment, no? Pero siguro, you have to answer for the consequences na nagawa mo, no? So, I think the coach, we have recommended that, and I feel that siyempre, hindi naman siguro action din ng coach kung hindi pumayag ng eskwela, no? I don't know, no? But that's my opinion. Kung talagang kailangan nagkamali, hindi kailangan parusahan, hindi kailangan parusahan. You just have to accept it dahil you should know better than that, I think. You should know better than that.
Salamat po, Coach.
Thank you.
Jaldi Perez would also like to ask questions. Go ahead, Jaldi.
Hi, Manong. Kumusta ka dyan?
Okay naman.
Looking good ka. Looking good, bumababa. Well, ito ang talas about yung mga bago mong players, Manong. Ito si Mark Nonoy at saka si Deo Cuajao. Do you think malaki may tutulong ito sa team mo?
Malaki dahil right now ang recruitment naman namin kasi is more of a preparation, no? Establishing a program for season 83, 84. Actually, ang program namin naka-forma hanggang 86. So, for season 83, after season 83, 4 na mag-graduate. So, that includes Aljun, no? Si Aljun Melesio. And with the acquisition namin kay Nonoy, siya ang papalit kay Melesio pagdating ng 84. And then, probably si Deo will replace si Lohera kasi four ang players ko na mag-graduate after season 83. So it is more every year may papasok, every year may kapalit pagka nag-graduate. Ganun ang program up to 86, no? So right now hanggang 86 ang program namin, 83, 84, 85, 86. That's why kung titingnan mo yung mga recruits namin, there are recruits na papasok ng 84, there are recruits na papasok ng 85, and then there are recruits na papasok ng 86. So ganun yun, hindi lahat kagad papasok in one season. We're preparing the team, we're preparing kung sinong palit. That is the program that we're establishing right now.
Sabi mo, 4 ang players na mawawala sa'yo. 2 lamang itong kinuha mo ngayon. So may kulang pa pa 2 butas.
Si Baltasar at saka si Tyrus Hill ang mag-graduate after season 83.
So do you think itong 2 ito would be enough para magamit mo dito sa
Well, I think that will be, ano naman, tingin ko naman na good replacement for the guys graduating. And then there are other big men that are coming up also sa season 94 para in replacement naman ni Baltasar and Tyrus Hill. So ganun lang namin kapalit kagad. We want the guys to be ready pagdating ng 84. So itong sila Nonoy, we have 1 year to get them ready for season 84. So adjust the system ng Lasal, pagdating doon ready na. Hindi yung pagdating ng season 84, doon pa lang namin sila i-prepare. Hindi ganun ang program namin ngayon.
Okay. Thank you, Manong.
Yeah, thank you.
Coach Derrick, before I get to Waylon, sina Mark Nonoy and si Deo Cuajao, specifically, paano nyo po sila na-acquire? Did they show interest that they wanted to move to DLSU? Or you were already perhaps kind of like putting them in a short list na should they wanted to move, papasok kayo to offer them something?
Actually, we sent word sa kanila that we're interested in getting them. When na-open na yung na talagang silang lilipat, then we came out to the picture and pinakita namin ang interest namin sa kanila. And luckily, medyo nag-agree sila na nasiyahan sila sa school namin, then nakuha nga namin noong last Tuesday, naging official Tuesday.
Nice. Okay, I think Jerry Ramos is now with us. Jerry, do you have questions for Coach Derrick?
Yes, Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jerry.
Yes. Coach, may mga, paano ba nagsimula rin yung balita na supposed to be yung Lasal nag-training din
Oo nga
during the quarantine period. Paliwanagan mo kami yung dyan.
Hindi ko alam kung paano lumabas na kami rin daw nagte-training din daw. So, we're training pero as I've said since April hanggang ngayon online training kami. That's why I had to open yung online training namin was it last week, Friday or the other week. Inopen namin, gave the link. The people are asking bakit yung link namin is lumapang date and we said that is the same link we've been using since April. So, makita doon na I think there were about 100 participants pumasok na tumingin sa online practice namin. So, yung balita na yun, hindi ko alam kung saan lumabas, kung paano lumabas, pati kami na involved. Sinasabi, kasali din daw kami, nag-practice din kami. Where yung mga players ko naman, yung mga films are all in the States. So, paano namin magagawa yun?
Hindi naman pa kayo so far, Manong, hindi pa kayo nabibigyan ng imbitasyon ng IATF regarding that news?
Hindi naman. Wala naman. Kasi wala naman talaga kami ginagawa. But we'll be gladly, we're happy to answer that, no? Kung talagang and to show proof that we've been doing just online training for the last 5-6 months now.
Correct.
Manong, meron ko isa.
Okay.
Si Will muna.
Thank you, pare. Coach, if not with the coronavirus pandemic, siguro nag-start na tayo sa UAAP.
Yes.
In the late 80s, this is a team that you led to 2 championships, no? How excited were you na balik ka sa Lasal?
It's just like starting all over, no? Parang the same excitement, no? The same, how would I say it, feeling na parang nag-start ulit ako mag-coach ng Lasal sa first UAP ng Lasal. No? So ganun pa rin ganun ang feeling ko. It is not more of parang it's still parang bumalik ulit ako. I'm just starting again.
Pero Coach, of course, you'll agree with me, nandyan din yung, syempre, mataas ang expectation. Lalo na ang Lasal, kailan lang, nag-champion yan, nag-finals. Of course, yun din ang inaasahan sa iyo na mga fans ng Green Archers, supporters, alumni, yun ang gagawin mo sa pagbabalik mo sa Lasal po.
Of course, siyempre may standard dyan. Even nung nag-sign up ako sa For Lasal, alam ko yung pinapasok ko. In fact, one of the managers told me that we're looking for a championship. Sabi ko, hindi naman ako pumunta rito just to work or just to coach. No, I'm here to win. Alam ko yun. And as Lasal kasi, there's a standard na we have to maintain. But so far, in the last 9 years, we've only won 2 championships and then got eliminated the last 2 years. So medyo we're in unfamiliar territory right now. So I have a job to do na ibalikan na sa Final Four. That is the immediate goal ngayon ng team and probably get the championship for the South.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
Okay, Abak, you have questions?
Yes, ako, this early, ang inaabangan ko agad is the matchup between Lasal and Ateneo. Of course, that will carry the matchup between Derrick Pumaren and Tab Baldwin. What can you say about that, Coach?
Well, we're pretty excited with that also, no? And right now kasi sa UAP, ang barometer will be Ateneo. So you have to put up a team that will be able to match up sa Ateneo, no? And to be competitive with the team. They play disciplined basketball, and that's what we should play also this coming UAP season. So medyo malaking task, pero we're up to it. We're up to it to face that.
Okay, thank you,
Inaabangan
Coach.
talaga yung green versus blue. Pero ako, ibang blue. Isn't it your brother, Coach Derrick, is with Adamson Falcons?
Yes, a darker blue.
The darker blue. O ibang ibon naman yun doon, a falcon. But we know in the world of basketball, ang Pumaren brothers, although from your father, and then of course the Pumaren brothers, talagang kilalang kilala yan with Coach Dindo, Coach Franz, and you, Coach. Anuhin ko na to, iintragahin ko na. Sino po bang magaling sa inyong mag-coach talaga sa inyong tatlo?
Grabe yung tanong mo ah!
Grabe yun. Siguro, ang sasagot ko lang doon is that siguro ako pinakamatagal na nagko-coach sa kanila.
Yan. Experience po.
Experience-wise, ako.
Manong, meron nga pala akong tanong sa'yo. Risa, excuse me. Anong masasabi mo dito sa UP naman? Kasi grabe din yung ginagawa nilang build-up. Anong masasabi mo?
Biro ko nga, I don't know how many teams na UP has eh. Parang 3 teams na yata. Like everybody, that they're trying to recruit everybody, that's good, that's available. So, I don't know what's the program ng UP. So, but they're loaded. Hopefully that they'll be able to play together, as a team. Yun ang ano ko. So, Coach Bo as a, how will you say it? Malaking assignment, to do that. Na mapalaro niya lahat yung mga players niya na I don't know whatever, which is medyo on their own right, medyo superstar sila. Hopefully that Coach Bo can be able to sell the idea of playing as a team.
Do you have any idea kung kailan magsisimula itong UAAP season?
So far, ang pinag-uusapan is February or March, since allow na kami ng maka-practice, but we're just waiting for the guidelines ng CHED, that will come out 2-3 weeks. Hopefully lumabas itong end of September that we can start training again.
Okay, thank you, Manong.
Coach Derrick Pumaren, before we let you go, mensahe niyo po sa mga nanonood sa atin, lalong-lalo na sa mga alumni, sa mga supporters ng Green Archers.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank you, thank you guys for inviting me. It's an honor for me to be here, and for the La Salle community, hopefully that konting tiis pa, everybody na nagtitiis, konting patience, na makakabalik tayo, makapaglaro. But I think everybody should also have that discipline, para magkaroon tayo alisin muna natin yung mga pasaway para makabalik tayo sa normal natin. Okay, so stay safe everybody and stay healthy. God bless you.
Maraming salamat. Animal Asal, we have Coach Derrick Pumaren. Thank you po.
Thank you guys.
Coach, see you next time.
Thank you, Manong.
There you have it. Coach Derrick Pumaren of the DLSU Green Archers giving us an update, of course, sa kanyang mga bagong manlalaro na, ayun nga, na-clarify na niya. They have to finish 1 school year and then hopefully we see them in action in the next UAAP season should it start around late next year. That's going to be super exciting. Pagbalik naman natin, makikibalita tayo sa isa pang head coach. This time, from a PBA team naman, Coach Johnedel Cardel will be joining us in a few moments. Also, makakasama natin, or rather, makikibalita tayo sa NBA. So, napaka-exciting na mga kaganapan. Yes, Waylon, ang Celtics, ang Lakers naman kanina, very convincing win. So, lahat ng yan, pag-uusapan namin sa pagbabalik ng The Chasedown! Welcome back to the Chasedown. I hope everyone's still feeling good. Tama si, Zaldi. Dito din sa amin from down south, di ba, area, medyo kumukulimlim na, parang umuulan na. But I hope sa mga viewers natin, everyone is feeling good and feeling safe. Nais ko muna bumate. Bati muna tayo ng konti bago tayo magpatuloy sa ating mga balitaktakan. I want to greet a happy birthday to a good friend of ours, kasama natin sa PBA at isa sa mga love ko talaga to. Mr. Tony Lu, happy birthday po sa inyo, sir. Nakakamiss naman, Mr. Tony.
Birthday.
Looking good.
Oo, si looking good.
Birthday, Tony Lu.
Si Sir Tony, happy birthday.
Meron
Okay, do you
all
want to
year,
greet yung kapilay? Jerry, do you want to greet anybody?
Ako, ang editor-in-chief namin sa Spin Dot page, si Dodo Katakutan, nag-celebrate siya kahapon. Medyo may konting tension.
Dudes. Happy birthday.
happy birthday, parang dudes, ha?
Yun lang muna, mamaya.
Sir Dodo. Happy birthday po sa inyo, sir. Happy birthday.
Okay. Ako naman, yung mga may birthday kahapon, kasama si paring dudes, yung may birthday ngayong araw na ito, at yung may birthday pa bukas, ay kahit sino ka man, binabati kita ng maligayang kaarawan. Ayan. And of course, yung nanay ko at saka yung aking may bahay na siyempre, hindi mawala yan. Pagdating ng batian portion, ay yan ang ating talagang laging binabati. Yan. Ang aking may bahay na si Ani at ang nanay ko na walang patid dyan sa panonood sa akin lagi.
Wayland, do you want to greet anybody?
Yes, Riz. Bati lang natin from Derrick Christian, Encarnacion family from Antipolo. And binabati ko yung relatives ko sa Marikina and also sa Montalban. And syempre yung Tuloy, nanonood ngayon. Hi, nanonood ngayon si Edeline sa husband niya, si Mark. Baby nila. Hello.
Yan, ang Encarnacion family. Ma'am Sandra, hello also. Thank you so much. I love
Ay
her.
sa inyo. Ayan.
For love her. How about
Thank you,
you want to
ma'am.
greet anybody?
Mamaya na po.
Mamaya na.
Mamaya nag-iisip pa siya.
Congratulate din natin si L.A. Tenorio who now has an additional member to the family. Tama ba? Baby girl na yun.
Baby girl, yes, baby girl.
Unika iha. Sabi niya, unika iha.
Babae rin.
Grabe.
Oh,
Imagine, he has three boys na panganay, and now bunso is a baby girl. I pray kamukha ni Cheska, ang kanyang may bahay. That would be so cute. So,
Ikaw ha? Ikaw, Risa, nagiging salbahay ka talaga. Ayaw mo ha? Ikaw, salbahay ka talaga.
yung naman tayo, doon naman tayo sa side ng nanay. Kasi all the boys are like little LAs, di ba?
Pero anyway, congratulations, LA. Nakababae ka rin sa wakas. Yan.
Ayun nga, congratulations. Okay, mamaya babati. Julian Lapid is also watching us as early as the beginning. Thank you, Julian. You know, Ate misses you so much. Okay, now we are going to, while we're waiting for our guests, usapang NBA muna tayo dahil napakainit ang mga action sa NBA playoffs. And again, we're inviting everybody to tune in to the playoffs in the NBA via nba.smart. Kasi yan ang magbibigay sa inyo ng fast and reliable connection to your NBA games. Okay, Jerry, what do we have for NBA news?
NBA agad Sandali
Yeah, NBA agad. Pero hindi ko akalain magiging ganun katambakan yung Denver Nuggets and the Lakers game. I was expecting more.
Talaga pagod na kasi yung pagod na yung Denver na magagawa mo.
Hindi, unahin muna natin yung pagkaka-announce ng MVP for the season, si Milwaukee's big man, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And apparently, naging mitsa yon para maglaro si LeBron James ng napakaganda kanina sa panalo nila against the Denver Nuggets. No?
Oo.
Eh, siyempre, itong NBA Breakdown, simple, smart ako segment natin. Diba?
Right. Jerry,
Yeah.
babalikan natin itong NBA segment natin because we are getting information that our guest is already with us. So again, sa mga NBA fans out there, don't worry. We are going to dedicate so much time to talk about the NBA in a bit. Like what Jerry said, ang napakainit ng mga usapan from Giannis being awarded MVP to LeBron perhaps feeling a certain way that he didn't get MVP and the Lakers winning over the Denver Nuggets. But our guest now is ready to join us. Our bisita, naku, first time natin siyang makakasama dito sa The Chasedown, ay isa sa mga paborito nating coach, isa sa mga pinakamababait na coach ng PBA. He was drafted 6th pick overall back in 1993, if I'm not mistaken, by the Alaska Aces. He played for the Aces. He played also for the Santa Lucia Realtors and also for the Shell. Right? Tama ba, Coach Johnedel Cardel of the Terra Firma Dyip is joining us. Hi, Coach!
Hello po.
Hi,
Hello po sa lahat. Saya po ako na naimbita ako first time dito sa studio niya. At least kahit Zoom, at least naimbita niyo po. Hello po.
Coach John, naku, long time no see.
Oo
Kamusta
nga po
naman
eh,
po
tagal na.
ito mga nakaraang buwan? Ang inyo pong pamilya, kakamustahin po muna namin. How are you?
Okay naman. Yung start ng lockdown, kakasama kami. Then, siyempre, yung mga bata. Then, siyempre, ang hirap talaga, no? Sa bahay lang, kasi para safe tayo. Pero minsan lumalabas, kailangan bumili ng pagkain. Pero nakasurvive naman. Then now, going to my players, na nakita-kita na kami, no, first practice, until now. And, siyempre, narinig yun na matutuloy na tayo, di ba, sa October 9. So, we're happy and we're very, very happy. Lalo na yung mga player ko na makabalik at makapaglaro sila at makapagbigay ng entertainment sa mga nanonood, sa mga fans ng PBA.
Right. Bago natin puntahan si Abak na may question, on the same like, nabanggit nyo na yung players, would like to congratulate Coach, yung isa sa mga players mo, si CJ Perez, also may addition sa kanyang family with baby girl.
Yes, opo. Ay, nagpaalam nga po sa akin na mga anak yung asawa niya. So, bless sa kanya, blessing sa kanila.
Blessing indeed. Okay, Abak, you have a question for Coach John?
Yes, hi Coach.
Hi,
Ito,
sir.
si Johnedel Cardel. Rookie year nito, 1993, Saldi, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there that night.
Nagpo-cover tayo pa dyan. Panahon ng open na yan.
Nagpaka-upload po tayo.
Inokabera natin si Johnedel. Okay, Coach, ang tanong ko lang, dito sa pagbabalik ng Philippine Cup, handa na bang team mo? And do you think there's enough time to... Sige po, Coach.
Siyempre po,
Ready na ba tayo?
to be honest po, siyempre mahirap po, ano, kasi group practice po ang ginagawa po natin ngayon, lahat ng team. Kaya minsan hindi po talaga makuha yung timing pa ng mga players, ano. Pero we're very happy na nakabalik sila sa court at nagkita-kita kami. Tapos, yun din, sabi ko sa kanila, kailangan we have to work very hard na kahit apat lang ang hawak kong player, apat ang hawak ng mga coaches ko. So, nakukuha naman namin yung condition namin. And hopefully, this coming October 9, and going back to the bubble na sa Clark, so at least makapag-scrimmage sa kami doon. Dahan-dahan lang, makakuha rin namin yung timing namin.
Mm-hmm. Pero Coach, sorry, natural po, ibang-iba yung intensity ng training, ng workouts, lalo na kung under health restrictions sa actual game.
Tama po yan.
Are you confident na pagdating sa actual game, hindi tayo parang lahat kakamot-kamot ng ulo na...
Siyempre po, mangyayari po yung iba dyan, walang timing, no? Pero minsan, siyempre, nakukuha po natin yun sa wisdom of God na i-motivate natin yung player natin, ano? Kahit, siyempre, galing tayo sa pandemic, galing tayo sa mahirap na kalagayan. So, kailangan i-motivate lang natin sila kasi siyempre sila, gustong-gusto nila maglaro. Actually, na nag-uusap-usap kami, nag-zoom kami, na sana coach, makabalik na tayo, maka-ensayo na tayo. So, they're willing naman na talagang pagbalik at mabilisan tong ligan to, dedicated naman sila kung ano yung dapat namin gawin before the October 9 na magkakalaro kami.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you po.
Alright, Raymond.
Coach Jan.
Yes,
Coach Jan,
sir. Thank you.
paborito kong player ko eh. First year high school ako nakuha. Idol ko. Coach, na-mention mo yung pagiging ready ng players mo. Of course, as a team, medyo nag-a-adjust pa. Pero siguro mas maaga pa sa October 9, baka pumasok na yung mga teams sa bubble sa Pampanga. Gaano ka-ready kayo, Coach, yung buong team ninyo na pumasok sa bubble, considering na 2 buwan kayo magstay doon?
Una, no, siyempre, psychological, siyempre pag-iisipin mo, yung mga player excited. Kasi siyempre magsasama-sama kami doon, tapos lahat ng team nandoon. But siyempre, na-experience ko na rin yan. I handle yung mga university, like the RTU. Siyempre, bisa may mga liga kami for 2 weeks na talagang mahirap. 2 weeks lang nga yun, pero medyo nakakainip. But this time, siguro, maybe like 2 months, no, magkakasama doon, matagal. Kaya magkakaroon ng, siyempre, naiinip yung mga player. Diba? Siyempre, may gusto bilhin, hindi pwedeng bumili. May gusto kong kainin, hindi mo pwedeng kainin na. Kaya talaga sacrifice talaga yung pagpunta namin doon. Then I think all my players naman, their willingness naman nila na kahit tumagal sila roon, na makapaglaro lang ng basketball at makapagbigay ng entertainment sa mga manonood natin sa PBA. Kaya I think we're ready for that. And my players ready for that.
Coach, you mentioned yung players mo. Meron bang iba sa kanila? May pangamba pa rin ba going to the bubble? Napag-usapan niyo ba ito?
Oh yes, at kinausap po kami ni Coach Jolly pa, ng manager namin, ng bawat group namin, after the practice ng bawat group namin. Kinakausap niya kung ano mga concern pa na pwedeng mai-suggest para kay Saksak, kay Com. Minsan, siyempre, di Ate Malis, may mga problema, may mga family yan. Paano? Kaya kami, nagre-ready na kami na kailangan bayaran na natin yung mga bills natin. Baka maputulan tayo ng kuryente. Di ba? So, ganun din sila. May mga anak, kailangan bumili na kayo ng gatas kasi hindi kayo wala ang daddy. So, kailangan bumili ng mga kailangan ng mga bata. So, yun yung mga negative na medyo mahirap na wala yung mga tatay dun sa bahay.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Alright.
Thank you.
Daddy, may katanungan ka ba?
Oo, syempre. Bago tayo doon sa main tanong ko sa iyo, Johnedel. Paano ba talaga gusto i-pronounce yung pangalan mo? Kasi marami nagtatanong bakit pa Johnedel? Ito muna sa amin yan, bago ako pumunta doon sa talagang question ko.
Actually, dati pa po talaga yan. Minsan tawag sa akin, Johnedel eh. Johnedel, Johnedel. Pero ang pronounce po talaga, silently, Johnedel po talaga. Johnedel.
Tama ko!
Hey! Bakit hindi mo kinukurot yan nung araw na sila Ed Pixon Johnedel na Johnedel?
Ayoko po, naiiyak po ako. Baka hindi po ako
Tsaka sila Joe Cantada, no? Johnedel na Johnedel. Okay, anyway, ito na yung tanong ko. Okay, ito parang sa NBA din, bagong klaseng laro ito para sa inyo dito sa PBA. Sa palagay mo ba ito, makaka-apekto ito dito sa mga players mo? Ito ba merong disadvantage o merong advantage sa inyo? Ito, kung lalo na paglalaro kayo doon sa walang katao-taong gym.
Una, siyempre po, karamihan po siguro mga player, not only my players, na maninibago talaga sila. Kasi, siyempre, for how many years ng PBA, tapos biglang papasok sa ganitong sitwasyon, malaki talaga ang pagbabago, especially pag medyo tumagal na tayo doon, nagdadalawang linggo, nagtatatlong linggo na tayo, may pagbabago talaga. So we have, as a coach and as may mga assistant coach ko na dapat kausapin namin sila. Alam ko may malulungkot dyan, hahanapin yung mga anak nila, hanapin yung pamilya nila. Pero we have to encourage them na by one, nakakausapin namin sila na ganito talaga ang sitwasyon natin kasi mahirap, no? Yun nga, hindi tayo normal ngayon. So kailangan tanggapin natin at tapusin natin itong PBA para makapagbigay din tayo ng kaligayahan sa mga nanonood, sa mga fans natin.
So binibigay mo na ba doon sa mga players mo yung talagang magiging sitwasyon?
Sinabi ko na sa
opo, na ganito tayo, hindi yung labas doon, labas dito.
Yes po, kasi very strict po kayo ng PBA, no? Pag nakapasok po kami sa bawal, marami po tayong mga protocol na di dapat gawin. Pag may lumabag tayo sa ganun, syempre meron tayong may mga fines, no? Pero for sure naman, pag nakapasok na po kami doon, dinalatag naman po namin. Katunayan nga po, nung hindi pa talaga tayo, wala pa tayong kasigurado kung magbabawal tayo, alam na Manila kung ano magiging protocol na hindi namin dapat gawin pag nandun na kami.
Okay, thank you, John Del.
Thank you po. Thank you. Thank you.
Johnedel Cardel. Johnedel
Jerry.
Cardel.
Yes. Coach, good afternoon.
Afternoon mo. Ay, sir.
Yes, si Coach Derrick Pumaren, na guest natin kanina, alam natin, naging coach ni Coach Johnedel yan sa DLSU.
Yes po, si 88 hanggang 1992 po.
Yes, na yung nag-champion kayo no?
Ako, nakatatlo rin ako.
Pero hindi tungkol doon ang tanong ko.
Alam ko dago eh.
Appetizer lang
Coach, ang tanong ko, kumpleto na ba yung Terra Firma team mo na kumpleto na yung lineup nyo?
Yeah, since yung drafting po tayo, no, sila Roosevelt, andon sila Bonbon Batilir, sila Balagasay, mga rookies natin, no, okay na. Actually, nung naputol nga yung game, hindi natuloy yung game namin by Friday versus Alaska, na medyo naudlot, medyo nalungkot po kami lahat, no, lalo na yung mga player ko. And now, magkakaligan na tayo this October 9. So, they were very happy and very, I think, spiritually na talagang gusto na talaga maglaro. Dahil naiinip talaga sila.
May iba ka pa bang players na balak kuhanin through free agency, Coach?
Wala pa. Intact pa rin po talaga kami ngayon kung ano po yung naiwan ko tsaka yung mga bagong rookies ko, yun pa rin yung mga players po namin.
So, hindi ka na magdadagdag?
Hindi po muna siguro, wala pa naman. Pero kung meron man po siguro, malalaman niyo po kaagad kung sino yung ilalagdag namin. Pero for now, wala po talaga.
Okay. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
Coach,
you.
John, the roster that you're bringing for October 9 restart, na-finalize niyo na po?
Na-finalize na po namin yung lineup namin and the coaches. Kaya parang 25 person lang ang pupunta na, ayun lang pwede. So, for now, starting kanina, pinag-usapan namin nila Coach Joe, kami nila Boss Bob, kung sino yung mga sasama, utilities and the players and the coaches. So, we're ready. Pagpasok nung next week, kailangan pulido na namin lahat na kung sino yung mga sasama.
Coach, kunyari, bukas may laro, let's say a given team, who would be in your first five?
Of course, depende naman sa kalaban namin yun, pero for me, kung pwede ko first time lahat, papalaruin ko lahat eh. Di ba? Pero I told them na every player, every 1 to 15 players is very important sa liga po. Kasi parang mangyayari to, parang after one game, every other day is games. So we are very important sa role nila lahat. Kaya kailangan, siyempre, mapapagod yung first five, and yung second five, and third five. Kailangan mag-contribute sila lahat. Kailangan lahat sila maglalaro. Yung sinasabi ko sa kanila. Kailangan focus talaga. Even nakapaglaro ka dun sa first game, nakapaglaro ka ng konti minuto, definitely by the second game, makakalaro ka. So I told them na, be ready everyone, be ready, sabi ko sa kanila.
Kasi Coach John, tama, the games would be a little more frequent. Kung dati meron tayong, let's say, 4 playing game days, 1 is out of town, and each team could play 1 or 2 in a week. Ngayon, there's a possibility that if we play every day, mas marami kayong laro, so you really need all the manpower.
Yes, importante lahat sila ngayon, 1 to 15 play. Very important roles talaga lahat. Kailangan mag-contribute, offense, especially on defense, kailangan magtulong-tulong kami.
Coach John, tanungin na kita personally as you are yourself entering the bubble. How do you prepare yourself?
I've been here before, no, pero 2 weeks lang. But this time matagal, no. It's almost like 2 months. I'm excited na worry rin, ano. Siyempre, para ka rin na lockdown doon sa loob, di bawal lumabas eh, di ba? So, but no choice and we have to accept it, no. But for now, it's very, very wonderful and beautiful experience siguro ito mangyayari dito. Kaya I'm excited din.
Siguro po, mga players nyo, kanya-kanyang dala na ng mga gaming consoles, di ba? May
Ayun,
mga PS4.
totoo yan. Yes,
Dala ng laptop para makapaglaro. Ikaw, Coach, anong mga dala mo para minus inip?
Ako, yan lang, yung sounds ko lang. Doon lang, nare-relax na ako. Siyempre, to be a head coach of the higher league of PBA, napakahirap po nito. Kaya kailangan ko ng relaxing sa utak para at least pumasok sa atin yung mga dapat pumasok na para may panalo ko yung team ko.
Yeah, music lover pala tong si Coach John. Anong
Mga
po, Coach?
80s pa.
80s, teka, 80s pala usapan.
New wave.
Coach John sa 80s.
Mga new waves, mga gano'n. Mga Mars Day, no? Mga Faces Day, mga gano'n. No?
Coach John, pag sinabi ko, alam ko kung nasan yung Mars at Faces, makakalitan ko na involved ako sa
Baka di ka pa pinapanganak nun.
Ayun ba yung mga Euphoria decades, yung mga ganyan,
Yes,
time ba yan? Naku.
Ano yun? 8-8. Ngayon, salasal ako nun eh. Pag nanalo kami, dumidiretso kami dun eh. Especially yung champion.
Lalo na sa Alaska dahil si Luigi Trillo.
Yes, opo.
Nagyata ng Mars.
Opo. Yung nag-champion kami sa Alaska.
Si Bongong Veles, Faces.
Yes, opo. Kita-kita kami dun. Kasiyahan. Nakakamiss nga po yung era yun. Sana maulit.
Alright,
Hindi na
Coach
80s
John.
yung tugtog.
Ay, hindi na 80s. Oo nga, Coach. Sa mga bago ba, Coach John, may mga ka ba? May mga nakakahiligan ka bang bago ngayon?
Ako, madami. Lalo na yung mga Pilipino natin. No? Magaling yung mga singer natin Pilipino. No? Very sentimental yung mga kanta nila. Kaya masarap din pakinggan.
Malapit na kitang pasampulin, Coach John. Pero siguro next time na lang.
Baka paborito ni Coach John, yung mga lakas tama siguro eh.
Coach John, how about in the NBA? Kasi mamaya, topic namin NBA. Any team that you're following? Lakers versus Nuggets, Miami versus Boston? Sinong, mo dyan? Bet.
Talagang LeBron James ako eh. Siyempre, after Kobe Bryant, dapat siyempre LeBron James. Nakakatuwa ka, panalo sila kanina, napanood ko. So, but really happy with other teams like Denver Nuggets, no, nakapasok ng Final Four, no? Like Miami, di ba? Yung Final Four team yun, very, very, talaga competitive. Galing.
Alright. Coach, ano pong mensahe sa ating pong mga viewers, sa mga ka-chasers natin, sa mga fans ng Terra Firma at ganoon na rin fans ng PBA?
Apo, sa mga fans po ng team ko, na Terra Firma Dyip, no, ito na po, malapit na po yung opening natin. Malapit na po kami maglaro. Sana po yung mga players nyo kasi hindi kayo makapanood. So, kailangan po namin yung mga players nyo. And sa lahat po ng fans ng PBA, pagdasal niyo po kami na sana maging successful tong bubble thing na gagawin namin. And kailangan po namin ang dasal niya. Maraming po salamat.
Thank you very much. Maraming salamat, Coach Johnedel Cardel. Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you po sa lahat. Thank you po.
Thank you, Coach.
Regards po.
Thank you.
Regards sa inyong pamilya at sa inyong kupunan. Thank you very much.
Salamat din.
At saka Coach, good luck nga pala sa mga jeep ni Tero.
Alam ko sa mga pasawag. Salamat po. Maraming po salamat.
Okay.
Ayan, tuloy. Kumbaga, ang pasada ng jeep. Diba? Kung yung mga ilan nating mga jeepney drivers, nahinto sa kanilang pagpasada dahil nga sa mga ini-implement na protocols, ang Terra Firma Dyip, aabante. Tutuloy sila. And we hope for the best for the team, led by, of course, Coach John. Thank you so much for allowing us to talk to him. In the PBA, napakadaling i-approach na ni Coach John. Kahit, alam mo yun, kahit in the middle of the game, pag may kailangan kang itanong, isa yan sa mga pinaka-paborito natin. Okay, we have time, yes, to go straight or to go back, rather, to some NBA discussion. Since natanong na rin natin si Coach John, let's welcome back our viewers, especially the NBA fans out there sa ating NBA breakdown. Simple, smart ako. Again, you guys can tune in to the NBA playoffs via nba.smart to keep updated with the intensity of the playoffs. Jerry, you were mentioning about the biggest news is Giannis winning MVP.
Oo, tama. At may pahayag na agad si LeBron James tungkol sa pagkakatalo niya kay Giannis Antetokounmpo, no? Sabi niya, napikon siya, he's pissed off dahil he was pissed off dahil he just got 16 first place votes yata if I'm not mistaken. Eh. So, parang naging motivation yun para sa kanya to lead the LA Lakers to a 126-114 victory over the Denver Nuggets sa Game 1 ng Western Conference Finals. LeBron James scored 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 12 assists. No? Sa panalo kanina sa Denver. So 1-0 na.
Kanina.
Yes.
Jerry, I
1-0
also
na.
read Giannis saying something to the effect that, he's not all that happy with the MVP and being the defensive player of the year. I mean, he appreciates it, but he's saying, don't call me MVP not until we win a championship.
Yes, tama, no? Actually, may mga iba't ibang kuro-kuro lumalabas sa social media na sinasabi LeBron James was robbed again of that Anthony Davis was robbed of the Defensive Player of the Year award also by Giannis Antetokounmpo, no? So, ang nagiging na lang ni LeBron dyan is the bottom line now is to win the championship, his first championship with the LA Lakers.
Waylon, what can you say about the choice of Giannis and them overlooking, what has LeBron, let's say, or even James Harden has put out in this conference, in the season?
Ako, ang take ko dyan, Riza, and sa mga ka-chasers natin, and of course, sa mga nanonood natin, kasi naging maganda yung performance ng Milwaukee Bucks and also si Giannis Antetokounmpo for the season. Now, ang pinag-usapan kasi playoffs which na-out yung Milwaukee Bucks. So, kumbaga, kung titignan natin yung performance niya for the season, I think he deserves the MVP and also the Defensive Player of the Year. To note lang, kumbaga, record tong sinet ni Giannis for winning the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year, becoming just a third player in NBA history after Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon won the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. Jordan did it, I guess, in the 87 or 86 season. Then si Hakeem Olajuwon won it in 94, I guess. Sabi ko nga, season yung pinag-uusapan And Giannis led the Bucks to the best record in the NBA. And also yung numbers niya, points, rebounds, blocks, nag-improve from the previous season, I guess. So,
Right.
deserve it.
Okay. Jerry?
Yes. Ano ba? Tinatanong mo ba ako kay LeBron? And sa pagkakataon.
Tuloy na natin yung NBA usapan natin.
Yung 24 seconds.
Oo nga, 24 seconds, no? Muna, syempre, balikan natin yung yung Western Conference Semifinals. Alam natin, Denver Nuggets came back from another 1-3 deficit at para tanggalin ang LA Clippers na alam natin napakataas ng expectations this season, di ba? Some of them are even considering the Clippers as probable or possibly the champion this season. Pero unfortunately, wala na yan. Tanggal na yan. So, Lakers and Denver Nuggets na sa West Finals. Lamang ang Lakers, 1-0. So, I think, start na natin. 24 seconds. Go ahead, Mr. Abak Cordero.
Anong tanong?
Ano mo? Series. 24 seconds.
Ako, pagkatapos itong season ito, I'm not sure which one is most frustrating and disappointing? Is it the Milwaukee Bucks or the LA Clippers? Pero since banggit mo yung LA Clippers, naisip ko rin dyan, baka mamaya, ito kaya si Kawhi, nagtatanong na sa sarili niya, ay sana hindi na ako umalis sa Toronto. Baka mas maganda pa naging chances niya. And of course, ako, sa Clippers, parang after this, hindi na kailangan mag-swab testing. Tingnan na lang nila kung sino may balat sa puwet. Time. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Ako na. Ako.
Actually, may bell na tayo, ha? Narinig niyo yung bell. 10 seconds, ha?
Nakaputo na ako. Hindi pa ako nagsasalita, ha?
Sana finals.
Okay.
Jerry,
Ito naman para isa na lang prediction.
Ako naman,
Ayan, ha?
ako naman.
Okay, game.
Sige. Okay.
Aldi.
Ako tingin ko, nagkumpiyansa masyado itong LA Clippers. Hindi nila masyado sineryoso itong Denver Nuggets. Dahil ang akala nila, ganun-ganun lang ang Nuggets, masyadong pagod na dahil yung mga pinanggalingan itong dito sa playoffs, ang dami, palaging mga napupush talaga sila to the limit. Pero yun lang. Ang dito, nagkumpiyansa ang Clippers sa Nuggets.
Sakto.
Bago yun, ha?
Isang naman yung bed mo, ang hina ng bell.
Oo nga eh.
Mahina.
Para kasi Jerry Sorbitero dyan eh. Jerry Sorbitero.
Yung bell mo pa? Yung bell mo parang giveaway lang sa wedding eh.
Okay. Riza.
Ako, the season has been very disappointing for the Clippers when they were so good in paper. But what's disappointing to me more as a fan, specifically Paul George, is the way he's reacting after them getting eliminated. I saw in an interview him saying that, them entering the bubble is not even that big of a deal. So parang sa akin, stop making excuses and just own up that you didn't perform to par and just make up for it next season.
Time.
Correct.
Sakto.
Galing.
Hindi nga pagkatapos nilaro ni Paul George eh.
Yes, tama.
That's what I'm saying. Tapos meron pa siyang mga dahi-dahilan na, hindi naman namin ito masyadong inaano kasi this is not considered a regular season. I'm a fan of Paul George myself, but if he, if he acts this way, it kind of turns me off. Kasi again, there's no excuse for the way you played. At the end of the day, you guys are still getting paid professionally.
Oh.
So don't think na hindi kayo this is not a big deal for you guys. Minute ulo ko kay Paul George. Hindi maganda yun.
Hindi siya dapat talaga magkakaukaw dahil ang pangit nung linaro niya talaga din sa playoffs. Tapos. Okay.
Okay, Waylon. Ito, Waylon. Ano kaya to? Clippers to eh. Okay, go on.
Okay, tama ka Jerry, no? Laki ng, hindi lang naman ako. Actually, marami ang umasa na Clippers would play in the West Finals. Not only the West Finals, but in the NBA Finals. Kaso, nabanggit to ni Zaldi kanina yung kumpiyansa. I think hindi overconfident lang ang naging problema nila. I think more than that is yung chemistry nila. Dito na-expose na walang chemistry yung Clippers going to the bubble. Yun ang naging problema. And they have to do better next season.
Sisihin niyo si Doc Rivers.
Parang bell ng Seven Dwarfs eh.
mas malakas pa yung bill. Mas malakas pa yun yung bill ni Mang. Mas malakas pa yung bill ni Mang Ingong Sorbitero dito sa amin eh. Diyan sa yung bill.
Okay, so ano ba natin tong series between Lakers and Nuggets?
Siyempre.
Okay. Riza.
Ako naman, out of the question. I love the underdogs, I love the underdogs, but LA Lakers is LA Lakers. They showed dominance already in game number 1. I think they're already flexing and telling the Nuggets on what to expect for the next coming games. Considering si LeBron only scored 16 in game number 1, you can expect more in game number 2. Plus, you have an Anthony Davis to think about. So this is a pure LA Lakers series for me. Sa kanila ang West.
Pag-utang si Riza.
Bibili kita ng bell next time, ha?
Oo, habak, go!
Bili mo yung sa pangsimbahan. Yung pangsimbahan.
Lakas nun.
Habak.
Uy, ako ba? Oo, binaliktad ngayon ng LA Lakers. Imbis na 0-1, ang start nila 1-0. They made sure na maunahan nila itong Denver Nuggets. And nakita mo, yung scene kanina, 5 minutes left, LeBron James was already sitting on the bench with his towel over his head. So, sinet na nila ang trend, maaga. Tingin ko, whatever happens naman, the Nuggets cannot ask for anything more.
Okay. Saldi.
Okay, ako sa tingin ko, gagawing lahat nitong si LeBron James para mag-champion ang Lakers ngayon. Kasi marami nagsasabi na kung sakali at si LeBron James mabigong mapag-champion, itong LA Lakers dito sa bubble na ito, ay mapuputok din at sisingaw yung bubble niya katulad nung para matawag siyang GOAT.
Ba? Bilis
Kumain na yun. Para kawayan lamang natin. Para kawayan
Lakers yung usapan, nagtago.
Oo nga. Ayan na, dumating na.
Ayan. Waylon. Lakers, Nuggets.
Narinig ko kanina yung sinabi ni Paring Abak Nabaliktad. In first 2 series na linaro ng Lakers, parehas talo yan sa Portland. Game 1 and sa Houston, Game 1. But it appears, narinig ko kay Riza kanina, the Lakers are flexing their muscles ngayon pa lang. Yung domination nila sa game against the Denver Nuggets, pinakita kagad nila. But remember, itong Nuggets ito, never say die itong team na.
Para napuno sa gitna yung sentence. Para napipilitan lamang magsalita
Sa akin, napakagandang istorya if ever ang Denver Nuggets ang mag-advance sa NBA Finals. But I think masyado ng pagod yan coming back from 2-1-3 deficits and Lakers, too much firepower for them to overcome. So Lakers ako for the finals.
Correct.
Okay. Punta tayo sa East. Nako, Waylon.
Teka, ako. Dali.
Ano yan? Sige,
Bumaliktad na
Waylon.
nga. Nag-baseball uniform na nga. Bumaliktad na.
Mauna ka na. Miami.
Dali ako. Okay.
Okay. Versus Boston.
Oo. Nabanggit naman yung di ba? Nabasa natin kung paano nagalit si Marcus Smart sa locker room ng Boston after losing game 2. I think this is a good sign pa din for them. Pero ang problema ng Celtics is how they close out games. Yan ang naging sikreto. Hindi sikreto. Alam nang napanood naman natin yan . Yan ang ginawa ng Miami Heat, yung games. So, tignan natin kung makagawa yan ng Celtics in Game 3. Yun lang naman ang problema nila.
Hindi sinunod yung kalimbang mo. Hindi sinunod yung kalimbang.
Abak! Go!
Ako naman, napanood ko pareho yung first 2 games na yan. Parang nakikita natin na Miami is a second half team. Well coached, talagang depensa pag gumana. As the old saying goes, a good defense is the best offense. Talagang 2-0 ang kinalabasan. Sabi naman ni, sino to nagsabi? Si Jimmy Butler, we haven't done anything yet. Natural, playing safe lang siya. Pero it's always a million times better 2-0 than 0-2.
Time. Ba?
Time!
Time.
Bye!
Saldi.
Okay, ako remember na si Spolstra ay napakagaling mag-scout at nagsimula, yan ang unang-unang trabaho niya. Kaya nga, mahirap talunin si Spolstra dahil yung sa kanyang husay na mag-scout. At isa pa dyan, na masyadong malaking motivation sa kanya, yung kanyang bawat panalo sa playoff ay binabayaran silang $120,000 na tumatagig-10. Kaya nga ngayon, dahil wala siya, he's already earning $9 million. Yun.
Laki nun ah.
Matinding competition niya. Time!
Time now for Riza.
Well, I like the series in the other conference, etong sa East, di ba? I like the matchup between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. I'm hoping the Celtics can get it together and come back from a 0-2 deficit. But I have to admit, my personal favorite would be how the Miami Heat has been playing. Jimmy Butler in specific has been very, very exciting. I love the confidence that he's showing, and at the same time, that swag that he can actually back up. Alam mo, they're not all talk, they're also walking that kind of talk. So ako, Miami Heat ako sa serye na to.
Magalaw yung isa, yung katabi mo, Jerry, magalaw. Ano yung alis? Nanuno yung alalamunan eh.
Alam niyo naman, Boston ako, no? But the way the Miami Heat are playing, very inspired. Yan, no? Very inspired. And chemistry-wise, coaching-wise, everything is going for them. So, sorry. Medyo Miami ang nakikita kong mag-advance sa NBA Finals. Next time, Boston.
Yan, turugod
Panalo mo na yan dito.
Lakers
Okay,
hit na yan. Lakers hit na yan.
Yes. Waylon, baka
Pero,
take-off
teka muna.
ka nung yung
Teka muna yan.
All-NBA teams.
Eto, may
Ano mo ba
intriga.
dyan?
May intriga daw. May intriga. Mangi-intriga lang. Dahil daw, para blockbuster hit ang NBA Finals. Aba, pipilitin daw ba na Lakers Celtics pa rin sa NBA Finals? Pero ako naman, ayoko naman ng gano'n. Huwag gano'n.
Ang hirap naman.
Ano yun? 7 kalaban.
Oo, mahirap yun, mahirap.
Ito muna. No? Bago, yung after na-name si Giannis Antetokounmpo as MVP anyo, no? Yung first team muna ng All-NBA team, siyempre andyan si Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, James Harden, Anthony Davis at si Luka Doncic. Biro mo si Luka Doncic at 21 years old, ha? Nasa first team. Second team, si Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam at si Nikola Jokic. And ang third team, Ben Simmons, Russell Westbrook, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler at si Rudy Gobert. Okay.
Diyan ako.
Time. Ano yun doon sa mga doon sa selection? Selection ng All-NBA teams from first to third teams. Waylon, siguro. Ikaw, Riz, sige, Riz.
No, I think that's well thought of, well deserving naman yung mga members ng nasabing NBA teams. Again, ang mas nabigyan kasi talaga ng kontrobersya yung MVP selection nga, them picking Giannis Antetokounmpo. But then at the end of the day, performance-wise, I agree with how they put together the first, second, and third teams.
Parang Saldi, ikaw.
Ako agree ako. Except lang tama si Risa na nagkaroon ng controversial lamang doon sa between Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James. Pero ito, overall, okay sa akin.
Okay.
Ikaw.
Depende sa player how much you value these awards, whether it's an individual award or a team award. Ako, if I were Yanis, I'd be thinking, kesa naman dalawang straight MVPs ako, sana kahit isa may championship ako. Parang Oscar Awards yan eh. Best actor ka nga, pero talo kayo sa best picture.
And
Alright.
Waylon. Si Waylon pa. Please.
Ako, first, second, third teams, I think maganda yung choices. Pero if you look at the first team, nandun nga si Luka Doncic. Pero yung ibang mga bata like Jason Tatum making the third team, eto na yung future ng NBA, nakikita na natin.
Yes, tama. Agree ako ron sa'yo, Waylon. Future of the NBA is very safe and sound. Okay, Riz, yun yung NBA breakdown. Simple, smart ako.
Thank you. Again, to keep updated with the playoffs,
Smart
log in to NBA.smart. All right, so now we're going straight to paspasan din natin itong writer's block. We have so interesting news off from writer's block. Simulan natin with Waylon. Waylon, headliners.
Yes, Riz, kanina napanggit natin to sa ating headlines, no? Yung plans ng Omega Boxing Promotions to become the first promoting company or outfit na under COVID-19 na pandemic, sila yung first promotions na magko-conduct or magkakaroon ng boxing event. Meron silang naka-line up, nakausap natin ang kanilang head trainer, si Julius Irving Junko, na meron silang naka-line up na 4 na 10 rounders. Pinangungunahan yan nung si Bart Viceles. Siyempre, nandyan din si Pete Apolinar, Christian Araneta, Carlo Bacaro. Ang ano dyan, Riz, itong Omega Boxing Promotions, since June pa, nagtitraining na yung boxers nila sa isang bubble sa Cebu City. Ang bubble nilang yan na pinut up nasa International Pharmaceutical Compound na may siyempre producers yan ng Omega na pagmamayari siyempre ng ang kanilang boss na si Pio Paulo. Ang ano lang dito, Riz, yung mga boxers nila siyempre under GAB or JAO, yung Joint Administrative Order, guidelines, meron protocol. So meron dyan swab testing, dadating yung mga kalaban na boxers from iba-ibang lugar, isa swab test din bago magkaroon ng bago sila makapasok ng bubble to train and eventually magkaroon ng laban. So maganda, good news ito kasi alam naman natin yung mga local boxers natin, mga boxers na hindi nakakalaban abroad talagang nahihirapan under the pandemic. So good news ito. This is the first step for our local boxers na magkaroon uli ng hanap buhay.
Tama yan. Thank you for the good news off from Manila Bulletin, Waylon Galvez. Is Jerry with us? Let's check out kung ano ang banner for spin.ph.
Yes, unfortunately nga, Jimmy Alapag and his entire family is already left for Los Angeles last Tuesday and for good na ito. Narinig natin, binenta na ni Jimmy Alapag yung property nila dyan sa Pasig. Ang unconfirmed reports, he was able to sell it for 50 million pesos. And they will settle na dun sa Los Angeles because yung parents ni Jimmy, senior citizens na and medyo gusto niya nang mag-spend time with them together yung mga siblings niya, mga kapatid ni Jimmy. So doon na sila kasama yung mga parents niya sa San Bernardino, Los Angeles. And while there, susubukan ni Jimmy to hook up with the Sacramento Kings and other subukang makapasok man lang sa coaching staff ng mga teams na ito.
Time.
Riz.
It's sad, no, when we see people like Jimmy Alapag, who's well loved in the basketball world dito sa Pilipinas, depart, di ba, and leave the country because he's such a talent and he's such a good personality to be around with. But we wish the best for the Alapags, his family. I also saw a tweet or perhaps a write-up that San Miguel is saying anytime na gustong bumalik ni Jimmy, their doors would be open, for him. And that goes to show, di ba, how good the relationship it has been for the likes of Jimmy Alapag. And we'll miss him, we'll sorely miss him, but we hope na hindi pa dito matatapos yan. We hope that soon enough, alam mo yan, magkaroon siya ng comeback. Dati na tayong pinaramdaman ni Jimmy ng ganyan nag-retire siya, nalungkot tayo, and then, he suited up again. So let's see. We don't know, di ba?
Yes, tama ka ron, Rick.
The return of the comeback.
Okay, wait on. Imbitahan natin sila very quick. The Nationals.
Yes, the Nationals, Tekken 7 is still ongoing every Monday. I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Yan, namumuna pa rin ng LPE Dojin sa team standings ng ligang ito. This is the second season ng the Nationals, kaya tutok lang, mga ka-chasers.
All right, the Nationals again every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 5 p.m. po yan sa May 1 Sports. Also, meron tayong umaatigabong PBA 3-point shootout, a charity virtual tournament, and we'd like to invite everyone to check out your favorite teams as they battle on the virtual hard court every Friday then, Saturday and Sunday, alas 7 naman ng gabi, sa PBA Rush. You see on your screens the matchups that we're having, that we're featuring, and they're going to be very exciting. Again, lahat ng yan sa PBA Rush. And also, of course, it's available via Signal TV. Standard definition is channel 90 and 260 for high definition. At pwede rin for Signal Play app. Speaking of Signal Play app, kung wala pa po kayo, it's time for you to download your very own Signal Play app and enjoy Signal shows, 1PH shows in particular, anytime, anywhere. On the screen are the instructions kung paano po kayo makakapag-download via, of course, iOS or Android. Punta lang kayo sa Play Store and then click download. You'll be directed to the homepage. You sign up, and then you put in your details. You will receive an activation link after that via your email. Pagkatapos yan, pwede nyo nang mapanood ang inyong mga paboritong show sa Signal via Signal or Signal app. Diba? Okay. Final bate. Bago tayo magpaalam sa mga kasama natin. Waylon, may mga nais ka pang batiin?
Of course, batiin ko lang. Lizelle, Willa, mamaya burger party tayo. Dahil nanalo ang Boston against Toronto Raptors. Meron tayong celebration. Good compliment na lang. Tayo. Kasama si Mara.
Umamin ka rin sa wakas, ha? Masama na.
Zaldi?
Ako naman.
Abak muna. Go ahead, Abak.
Ako muna. Dahil dyan sa Yankees sa tayo mo, babatiin ko ni mga kaibigan ko dyan sa New York. Nanonood pag-replay yan. Si Tommy Covarrubias, si Ling Lucky, si Jim Gabriel, mga kaibigan ko yan dyan. And of course, si Lisa Lacson, ayan ang libre naming Airbnb nung nandiyan kami with my wife and kids. Thank you, Lisa.
Okay. Ako! Binabati ko lahat ng mga taga-Morong Bataan dyan, mga pisang buo ko dyan, sila Sel, sila Christy, na laging nanonood ng The Chasedown at maging yung isang programa natin na isa pa na naapektuhan din ng pandemya. Binabati ko kasi yan, stay safe kayong lahat dyan. Of course, yung aking nanay, I love you. And of course, yung asawa ko, si Annie.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Belated birthday ulit, Jerome Ascanio. And hello, Derrick Christian, Derrick Mel, Derrick AB, Mike Santillan. Time!
Gusto ko Manong family, magandang hapon din sa inyo.
Happy birthday, Jerome. Jerome, happy birthday.
I hope you all enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Tandaan, every Saturday ang ating balitaan. So samahan niyo po kami ulit next week. This has been Salamat. Kami po ang bosses ng Pinagkakausap Pilipinas, 1PH. Thank you. We'll see you again next week. Bye.
See you next week.